Yeah, so that takes us up to the end of last year. I'll just briefly introduce myself, Mike Berkey. I'm a geologist. I'm the VP of Corporate Development. Corco, our CEO, is here. I worked 20 years for the Yukon Geological Survey as a regional geologist, so I've been able to visit all the projects that we talk about today in my former role. In that role, that's when I first met Cor back in the mid-1990s, so I've known him for a long time. Geologist as well, so our board is and our directors, officers are a very technically focused team. We love mineral exploration, and we're pretty excited about what we've been able to find in the Yukon. We also have projects in other jurisdictions, Nevada, Arizona, and Nunavut, so we have people on our team that take care of that stuff for us. I also worked many years with Craig Hart. Craig is the chairman of Snowline Gold. We worked together at the Yukon Geological Survey, did a lot of the research on these tombstone-related intrusion-hosted gold deposits as they evolved. So great background on trying to figure these things out. That's just some mug shots of our team there. I won't dwell on that too long. Company snapshot, again, we have a few institutional investors. Almost half the company is made up by that. 15% insiders. We have 250,000 shares outstanding. About 60 million warrants. After the end of today, there's 40 million warrants that are coming due today at 18 cents. So a few of those will get exercised. We've been up over 18 cents. So our market cap as of today is just around $40 million, between 40 and 50. We've been fluctuating. So well-structured company. We trade lots of shares. We've seen some appreciation in the market with our discoveries up in the Yukon. That's our main focus. So we're starting to get recognized for this discovery we've made, and we've seen some good support for the company in the last few months. We're fully financed. We have $7.5 million in the treasury, and we're starting a drill program, as I mentioned, as we speak today. It's starting up. So the Tombstone Gold Belt stretches across Yukon and Alaska. Fort Knox in Alaska was the first mine that opened up in the Tombstone Gold Belt. Those rocks were recognized to stretch into the Yukon, and that's when people started looking at them in the Yukon in the 90s. So they've undergone a few kind of phases of exploration. The most recent phase was really triggered by Victoria Gold putting the Eagle mine into production. And that's when Cor was prospecting in the area, knowing the Eagle mine's coming into production, where's the best place to look close to a mine. He'd worked in this area a lot, recognized some new potential, and staked our property. But really interestingly, between Dawson City and Mayo, where we have the Victoria Gold Mine, Banyan Gold's resource, our new resource, the former producing Brewery Creek Mine, since 2020, the exploration has found an additional 11 million ounces of gold in the area. So it's a very well endowed area with gold. The gold reserves or resources are probably up around 18 million. But this last phase of exploration with Victoria Gold coming into production has really kind of driven this next round of exploration. And of course, further off to the east, off this map, is where Snowline Gold has made their spectacular discovery in these same age rocks, same type of rocks. So it's a de-risk belt of rocks because we understand them very well, and they've definitely been producing mines and new deposits. So we discovered our deposit in 2021. In 2023, put out an initial resource, 1.34 million ounces of gold. It's at a grade of 0.68 grams per ton gold, two deposits, 2 kilometers apart. One's slightly higher grade at 0.83 grams, the other one's a little lower at half a gram. Victoria Gold is mining their resources around 0.63 grams per ton. So our grade is close to theirs, slightly higher. The Blackjack deposit is definitely higher at a grade of 0.83 grams per ton. So that's what's being recognized and makes this a really attractive new discovery. We've done an additional season of mineral exploration since the resource was put out. So that Blackjack deposit on your left-hand side, All the drilling we did there, 12 holes, were outside of the known deposit, so the deposit continues to grow, and that's where we're drilling right now. We're doing a winter drill program, just a couple holes to start the season, then we'll shut down for spring break as everything melts, and then get back in there for the bulk of the work in the summer. So we're gonna focus in on these deposits to figure out how big they are and define that, as well as we have lots of other exploration on the property. In the yellow, it's just highlighting some of the higher grade resources or higher grade intersections in our drilling. We've hit numerous intersections of up to a couple grams at surface and at depth. 2 grams right at surface in hole 24, and in hole 47, which was one of the last holes of the season, our best hole on the property. We hit 55 meters at 3.11 grams within the larger intersection at about 250 meters depth. So this high-grade mineralization, high grade for a bulk tonnage gold deposit, is extending to depth, and that's what we're following up with our current drill program. We also, you can see in the upper part of the screen, I don't know how well the pointer works, not good, that's okay. You can see that Clear Creek intrusive complex. There's a number of intrusions that poke out there. That's where we're focused, that's where we found these deposits. But there's 9 other intrusions in total on the property, and some areas where we think there's some unexposed intrusions. So there's a lot of additional potential on the property. All those intrusions have known gold mineralization with them. There's been a lot of soil sampling and other rock sampling work, and people doing some prospecting. So we'll get to drilling those, so there's that additional potential. But certainly we're focused on kind of figuring out the size of these deposits. And so the catalyst for 2024, well, we're fully funded with $7.5 million in the bank. 15,000 meters of drilling that's going to expand those deposits, the Blackjack and the Eiger. The Saddle Zone, we have some 4 holes in there. They've all intersected significant mineralization, so we hope to put a resource together there with a bit more drilling. And as I mentioned, we've got those regional targets outboard of the known deposits. So that's what Sitka Gold is up to, and we're very excited to be, I think we're the only winter drill program in the Yukon this year. We'll be producing drill results probably by mid to late April, so you'll get some early season results out of us, and then we'll continue working hard all summer. So